Hearty pranams to all, and my special gratitude, heartfelt thanks. Words are too small to express to our dearest elder brother and our former President Ramnath Kovindji for being part of this and conducting himself as the chairman of the celebration committee. Heartful thanks. As an organization, as individuals, we have come a very long way. And though it may seem that we have moved from the first basant of 10 or 12 people to 1964% of 40 people to few lakhs participating globally, yet we have to cover a greater distance. Our goal is much higher. Our inward progress is stupendous. Each individual at some point or the other has felt some profound divine experiences within themselves. We need to nurture them further. The flowering that is happening within ourselves, it must become a garden. It ought to become the garden. Earlier, there was not much of interest in most of us reading literature of our mission. But now, especially the youngsters are showing greater and greater interest in learning more about spirituality. And I'm so happy that this hunger is triggered amongst our youth. And of course, our elders will guide them properly, nurture them properly, our preceptors. Now, we have benchmarked that you will not become preceptor unless you know 75%. We have increased the limit threshold, and existing preceptors, think about yourself. Rather, my heart is not willing to conduct tests on existing preceptors. There will be rebellious attitude if I impose it. But think of one thing. Would Babuji be happy with the knowledge level that we have? Think of it. Youngsters sometimes ask us a question. What is moksha? What is prapannagati? What is brahmagati? How many of us as preceptors can answer these fundamental questions of Sahajmarg philosophy? Even after reading the books, even when you read the page that this is moksha, this is prapannagati, this is brahmagati, as preceptors, we are supposed to instill the condition, not just the knowledge. If an abhyasi is asking a question from the heart, please explain to me, sir. Of course, we can say transcending Panchabhutas, transcending the dualities of life, dvandvas in life, transcending the heart region, entering the Brahman Mandal makes us eligible for moksha. But this is in the head, which is better than most ignorant people. How to arrive at it? We have to start working on such craving souls day after day, ceaselessly, tirelessly. Prapannagati is explained in this current message. What is prapannagati? What is it that creates such a state? is surrender the end of our journey, or is it a means to the end? Is it a process? No. It is both the means as well as the end. We begin with a simple prayer. Prayer means submission to the Lord whom we worship in our heart. This submission slowly and slowly leads us to a state of surrender. Someone asked Babuji how to develop surrender. His simple answer was, create dependency on your master. But we become dependent very conveniently on things in which we only fail. We don't become dependent on the fundamental, vital aspect of life, spirituality. And in order to get even spiritual benefit, we have to do something, no? You cannot have aspirations to grow spiritually and expect master with this faithful dependency or convenient dependency to solve the spiritual riddle in our life. Even to receive a simple gift, you have to stretch your hands. To receive the divine gift, one must open the heart, be receptive at least for a few minutes and invite, imbibe, intensify, all the steps of A, E, I, O, U. That ultimately leads us to this state of surrender in a very natural way. Very natural way. That's why Babuji calls it a Sahaj Marg. Something that happens on the path in a very natural way, not artificially, not imposed, not this imposed knowledge that I am Brahman. Even parrots can recite, I am Brahman. But what is beyond all this? When ego is dissolved, surrender is the result. Practice leads us to the dissolution of ego. First the dvandvas, the 5 circles, then the 11 circles. And then the beautiful thing happens. Prapannagati is the product of dissolution of ego. And the brahmagati is the result of losing oneself totally. And this happens as soon as we enter the central region. So such is the lofty goal. Lalaji Sahab had coined or learned from Persian, and he described these words in Persian. Surrender to him was described as fanaye fana. And Brahmagati was described to him, or rather he described it in Persian as baka-e baka. Often youngsters do write to me, what is this fana-e fana? Fana means annihilation. Annihilation of what? Not of the body, but of your ego. Annihilating, subduing it. And the whole exercise starts by cultivating this state of abudiyat, state of subdued state of insignificance, and making the Lord the only significant thing that can happen in our life. I wish all our elders especially immerse themselves in understanding our literature thoroughly so that they can explain and quench the thirst of our youngsters. In the whole process, they themselves will benefit. To youngsters and elders, to both, I have one simple request. That just as we prepare for, or we used to prepare for our exams, final exams, studying it day in and day out for hours. Remember those days? Try to implement such schedule for your studying the literature of Sahaj Marg. You will immensely benefit. With this simple request, I conclude. Our second batch will soon start from 4th. All those who are going, my gratitude for participating in this Bandara, and hope to see you very soon. Many people are inquiring, should we have 24th July celebration? Let us have it this year. Going forward, as earlier it was conveyed by the hierarchy, that there will be 2 celebrations. But this year we will surely celebrate our dear Chariji Maharaj's birthday, 23rd, 24th and 25th. Thank you. Thank you.